Hello everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Nile Tech. With your AI host Sarah. We will explore various fields of information technology and technology updates locally and internationally. We will engage conversations with many experts in this field. In addition, we will know about everything new in the field of AI, machine learning, information and communications technology, and artificial intelligence. At Nile Tech, we will follow events, cover activities, and attend exhibitions and conferences on everything related to artificial intelligence, mechatronics, and information technology. Just stay with us.
The Minister of Communications and Information Technology discusses expansion plans and cooperation in the fields of digital transformation, digital capacity building, and artificial intelligence. Dr. Amr Talat, Minister of Communications and Information Technology, met with Benjamin Hu, the CEO of an information technology company. The meeting discussed the company's plans to expand its investments in the Egyptian ICT sector and explored opportunities for cooperation in several areas, most notably digital transformation, digital capacity building, and artificial intelligence. Dr. Amr Talat emphasized the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology's commitment to strengthening partnerships with major international companies operating in the sector, achieving the goals of Egypt's digital strategy, and contributing to the state's efforts to build a digital economy. He highlighted roles in implementing numerous projects that strengthen Egypt's position as a regional hub in the fields of electronics manufacturing, artificial intelligence, and technological infrastructure. Egypt, represented by the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, MCIT, took part in the Regional Conference for Personal Data Protection Authorities, DPAs, in the southern Mediterranean. The event was organized by the Council of Europe in Tunisia in cooperation with the Arab ICT Organization, AICTO. MCIT also participated in the Training of Trainers, TOT, session of the Council of Europe program on human rights education for legal professionals, HELP, which took place in Tunisia. The events brought together representatives from DPAs in the countries participating in South Program V, Protecting Human Rights, Rule of Law and Democracy through Shared Standards in the Southern Mediterranean, alongside experts from both European and Arab countries. The first day of the conference featured panel discussions on the legal frameworks for personal data protection across participating countries. Discussions also addressed challenges in applying these frameworks at regional and international levels, emphasizing the importance of sharing expertise and best practices among DPAs and strengthening cooperation. During the conference, an MCIT official gave a detailed presentation on Personal Data Protection Law, number 151 of 2020, covering its legal and regulatory aspects. The presentation also highlighted the role of the Personal Data Protection Center, prior to its formal launch, in helping establish the institutional groundwork for the law's effective implementation. The Help Taught session aimed to equip legal and data protection professionals with the technical skills to deliver a tutored help course. It focused on adapting training materials to national contexts and deepening participants' understanding of the help program's components, delivery methods, and integration into national training frameworks. Minister of Communications and Information Technology, Amr Talat, has received the Ambassador of Japan to Egypt, Iwai Fumio. They discussed enhancing cooperation between Egypt and Japan in the ICT field, with a particular focus on entrepreneurship support and artificial intelligence. The meeting highlighted areas of cooperation between the two countries in ICT, most notably digital capacity building. During the meeting, Talat emphasized the Ministry of Communications and Information Technologies, MCIT, focus on supporting government efforts to develop the ICT industry. This includes expanding digital capacity building programs, providing trained and qualified talent in modern technological fields, and investing in digital infrastructure. He reviewed key programs and initiatives designed to improve the competitiveness of Egyptian youth in the global ICT labor market, including Digital Egypt Generations and Digillions, as well as specialized educational programs. The ICT minister noted that these training programs are implemented across the country through Creativa Innovation Hubs, which also offer initiatives to support entrepreneurship, incubate startups, and foster an environment conducive to digital innovation. Talat pointed out that Egypt is among the most attractive destinations for investment in the offshoring industry, thanks to its digital talent pool, which exports IT services. This opens up opportunities for cooperation with Japan to help bridge the skills gap in this sector. He added that MCIT is carrying out strategic projects aimed at adopting advanced technologies across various key sectors to support digital transformation. Talat expressed his hope for stronger cooperation between the two countries in ICT, highlighting the potential available on both sides, especially as Japan is regarded as one of the leading countries in digital technology. For his part, the Japanese ambassador praised Egypt's notable progress in the ICT sector and expressed his interest in strengthening collaboration between Egypt and Japan in AI and entrepreneurship support. EY also highlighted his interest in sharing Japan's experience in applied education, supporting Japanese ICT companies, and expanding cooperation in digital infrastructure. He expressed his appreciation for MCIT's participation in the upcoming Sushi Tech Tokyo event in May, which aligns with Japan's efforts to support entrepreneurship and small businesses. Surveillance powered by AI is rapidly transforming from a tool of observation into a system of control. Right now, cities around the world are embedded with millions of cameras linked to AI-powered facial recognition, gait analysis, and behavioral prediction software. These systems can identify individuals in real time, track their movements, analyze their routines, and even flag them for suspicious behavior. In countries like China, integrated social credit systems combine surveillance footage, financial records, social media activity, and online purchases to score individuals on their trustworthiness, affecting their ability to travel, get loans, or access services. Currently, this technology functions by combining massive data inputs with machine learning models trained to detect patterns of behavior. AI doesn't just monitor what people do, it learns what they're likely to do, enabling preemptive actions like detaining individuals before a protest begins, or controlling the spread of certain information. With every data point, the system becomes more precise and more invisible. Citizens might not even know they're being watched, scored, or nudged. Looking into the future, this could evolve into a hyper-connected ecosystem of total population control. AI surveillance drones, biometric checkpoints, emotion-reading wearables, and even brain interface monitors could create a reality where the state knows not just what you do, but what you think. Predictive AI could flag dissent before it's spoken aloud. Digital behavior modification systems might reward compliance with instant incentives, like better housing or faster internet, while punishing nonconformity with subtle restrictions that feel like coincidence. Public spaces could become dynamically controlled environments where lighting, sounds, and interactions are algorithmically modified in real time to influence crowd behavior. The most dangerous element isn't the technology itself, it's the illusion of freedom. People could go about their lives believing they are making free choices, while every decision is shaped by invisible forces they can't see or challenge. This level of AI-enhanced surveillance doesn't need armed guards or fences. It controls not through fear, but through precision. A society managed by invisible AI algorithms could feel safe, efficient, and even convenient, until the moment someone steps out of line and realizes the system never needed permission to decide their fate. AI-driven misinformation campaigns are rapidly reshaping how people perceive reality with increasingly powerful tools. Currently, AI can create highly convincing fake news, deepfake videos, synthetic voice recordings, and fabricated images with astounding realism. Social media platforms are flooded with content shaped or entirely created by algorithms designed to manipulate attention, emotion, and belief. These campaigns don't just spread falsehoods, but craft emotionally charged narratives to polarize, confuse, and divide entire populations. Current misinformation systems exploit human cognitive biases, with AI identifying what triggers fear, anger, or tribal loyalty, then creating messages to reinforce those emotions. These messages are distributed across echo chambers using bots and coordinated networks that simulate grassroots support. In the future, misinformation could evolve into fully immersive, real-time experiences. With the rise of augmented reality and brain-computer interfaces, fake narratives could be injected directly into how people perceive the world. AI might tailor misinformation campaigns to an individual level, crafting custom-made lies based on a person's psychological profile, fears, and beliefs. Worse, AI could simulate entire digital identities, fake journalists, fake scientists, even fake friends who slowly influence people over time. These bots could engage in conversations, form relationships, and build credibility while steering targets toward specific ideologies or actions. Once weaponized, these systems could destabilize governments, incite violence, or manipulate markets without being detected as artificial. The most dangerous part? As AI-generated content becomes indistinguishable from reality, trust itself could collapse, and those who control the AI-driven narrative could control perception, turning information into the most powerful weapon of the 21st century.
Welcome, dear viewers, to a new episode of Nile Tech, your go-to show for the latest innovations and breakthroughs in the world of information technology. Each week, we explore how technology is reshaping our lives, industries, and the future. In today's episode, we delve into a fascinating intersection between two seemingly distant fields: artificial intelligence and law. How is AI being applied in legal practice and courtrooms? Can machines really understand legal texts and assist in legal decision-making? And what does the future hold for lawyers and the justice system in the age of AI? To shed light on these compelling questions, we're honored to welcome our guest today, Dr. Amr Ghonaim, Assistant Professor of Computer Science at the Faculty of Computing and Artificial Intelligence, Helwan University. Dr. Ghonaim, it's a real pleasure to have you with us.
Welcome to Nile Tech.
Good day, and thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to join your listeners today to discuss such a timely topic.
What is artificial intelligence, AI, in law, legal practice, and courts? And why is it important?
AI in law refers to computer systems designed to perform tasks that traditionally require human legal expertise, such as analyzing legal documents, predicting case outcomes, or automating routine court processes. It's essential because it can improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance access to justice. For example, AI tools can review contracts in minutes, work that might take lawyers hours to do. However, it doesn't replace human judgment. It acts as a supportive tool. By handling repetitive tasks, AI allows legal professionals to focus on complex and strategic work, ultimately benefiting courts, law firms, and the public.
How does AI work in legal settings?
At its core, AI in law relies on machine learning. These are algorithms trained on vast data sets of legal texts, past cases, and legislation. These systems identify patterns to make predictions or generate insights. For instance, an AI might scan thousands of court rulings to predict how a new case could be decided. Key stages include data collection, for example, historical case data or case files, model training, which is teaching the algorithm to recognize relevant patterns, and finally the output generation, which would be producing summaries or recommendations, for instance. So you can think of it as a highly specialized legal assistant that learns from past examples.
Can AI help make courts more efficient?
Yes, AI is being used to reduce backlogs and improve court processes. We have also automated summarization tools which condense lengthy documents into key points, thus helping judges quickly grasp case details. In Brazil, a system named Victor, for instance, has been developed for the Supreme Federal Court. It transformed the processing of appeals with an accuracy rate of 85%. We also have speech-to-text algorithms that transcribe court proceedings in real time, reducing the administrative delays. For example, Singapore's state courts have successfully implemented an intelligent court transcription system, achieving transcription accuracy rates above 95% across multiple languages. However, these systems are overseen by humans to ensure fairness. Such tools aim to make the justice systems faster and more accessible, especially for routine or high-volume cases.
What are the limitations of AI in law?
Well, the key limitations include bias in the training data, the lack of contextual understanding, and some ethical concerns. So if an AI is trained on historical cases with inherent biases, for example, unfair or inequitable sentencing patterns, it may preserve those biases. AI also struggles with tasks like interpreting ambiguous language or empathizing with clients. For example, an AI might miss subtle cultural factors in a custody dispute. Moreover, decisions made by the AI lack transparency if the reasoning process isn't explainable, a concept called the black box problem. So these challenges require careful oversight and ongoing refinement.
How is AI addressing ethical concerns in legal practice?
Developers and regulators are prioritizing responsible AI frameworks. This includes auditing algorithms for bias, ensuring transparency in decision making, and maintaining human oversight. For instance, the EU's Artificial Intelligence Act classifies legal AI as high risk, thus requiring strict accountability measures. It clearly states, and I quote, that high-risk AI systems include AI systems intended to be used by a judicial authority or on their behalf to assist a judicial authority in researching and interpreting facts and the law and in applying the law to a concrete set of facts, or to be used in a similar way in alternative dispute resolution. Also, tools like explainable AI are emerging, which provide plain language explanations for how conclusions are reached. Also, law firms are adopting ethical guidelines, such as disclosing AI use to clients and validating the outputs with human experts. So these are all steps aimed to balance innovation with the public trust.
Could AI eventually replace lawyers or judges?
No, AI excels at repetitive, data-driven tasks, but can't replicate human qualities like creativity, empathy, or moral reasoning. Judges interpret laws in light of societal values, which is a role demanding a type of an ethical reasoning and wisdom. Lawyers negotiate, they craft arguments and build client relationships, also tasks requiring emotional intelligence. AI is a tool, it's not a substitute. For example, while an AI might draft a basic contract, the lawyers ensure that this contract aligns with the client's unique needs. So the future likely involves collaboration, with AI handling routine work and the humans focusing on a higher level strategy.
How does AI improve access to justice?
AI can lower costs and democratize legal resources. For example, chatbots can help users contesting parking fines or drafting legal letters without a lawyer. Online platforms can also help by offering free or low-cost document templates for wills or rental agreements. Also in rural areas, AI-powered virtual courts can enable remote participation, thus reducing the travel barriers. In India, a project, the Supreme Court Portal for Assistance in Court Efficiency, assists Supreme Court judges in case research and legal analysis to speed up the resolution of cases. So by simplifying processes and reducing expenses, AI can help in bridging the gap for the underserved populations, though internet access remains a hurdle in some regions.
What risks does AI pose to privacy in legal contexts?
AI systems often require access to sensitive data, therefore raising concerns about data security and client confidentiality. For example, a poorly secured contract analysis tool could leak private exclusive information. There is also a risk of unauthorized surveillance, such as governments using AI to monitor legal proceedings for political purposes. So to mitigate this, regulations should mandate strict data protection standards. Courts and law firms must ensure AI providers comply with encryption and anonymization protocols. So transparency about data usage and robust cybersecurity measures are critical to maintaining the public trust.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Nile Tech, where we explored one of the most intriguing and rapidly evolving topics in the tech world: the application of artificial intelligence in law, legal practice, and the courts. A heartfelt thank you to our esteemed guest, Dr. Amr Ghonaim, Assistant Professor of Computer Science at the Faculty of Computing and Artificial Intelligence, Helwan University, for sharing his insights and shedding light on how AI is reshaping the legal landscape.
Thank you again for the opportunity to share these insights with your audience. Have a nice day.
Stay tuned for more episodes as we continue to uncover the technologies shaping our future. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.
It is the end of this episode of Nile Tech. See you in a new edition with more updated subjects related to information technology and artificial intelligence. Waiting for your comments and opinions on the program's Facebook page.